All right, thanks, guys. Yeah, we're going to get into the mining sector today with Spey Resources, I should say, joining us today. Nader Vatanchi, CEO of Spey Resources, a exploration and development company here, primarily in Canada, although they do work outside of Canada as well, focused on lithium mining primarily, with some others to mention as well. It's good to have you, Nader. Let's jump right into things here. Tell us a little bit about Spey Resources off the top.
Brendan, how are you? Actually, my name is Nader, but it happens all the time. No problem. A pleasure. I'm really happy to be here. And yeah, a huge fan of your show, actually. It's very entertaining. I was actually in wealth management for many years. So I like these kind of shows. And I was also always interested in mining, specifically lithium, specifically, because it's such an important metal, you know, in our world, and such a vital component. And I was fortunate that the opportunity to run Spey presented itself. And in my short time here at Spey, we've acquired three wonderful projects actually in Argentina in the Lithium Triangle, which many of the viewers may or may not be aware holds 54% of the world's lithium reserves. So I believe we're in the right place. And what's very exciting as well is that our management team, which is headed by Philip Thomas from AIS Resources, they'll be assisting us with these projects in Argentina and using a process called the EcoSol process, which is very unique because it's very difficult, you know, for those viewers watching. It's very, very difficult to mine lithium, very expensive and very harmful for the environment. So this process that we'll be using has very minimal water use and does not use an evaporation pond. So we're very excited, and we shall see, you know, the results. So.
It's an important topic, and the environmental side of things obviously going to be on the minds of investors as well. So it's an important topic to get into a little bit further here. Nader, I apologize for the name. Let's talk a little bit about lithium in general here. I mean, this is a market that, as you said, you know, we find it in a lot of technology, a lot of things that we're using on a daily basis. Where do we see this going over the next, 6 months to a year? Let's even look out maybe 3 to 5 years as far as a market itself when it comes to mining lithium.
Well, for example, if you're referring to like the price right now is I think it's around 89,000 Chinese yuan, which is around 13,800 US per ton. There's some really nice statistics out there. Actually, it's projected that its market cap will be like 8.2 billion by 2027, and I think UBS predicted that by 2030, 50% of all the auto market will be electric vehicles. So I think the price, is very positive, I would say, in the long term. And I think something too, you know, it might be a little odd, Brendan, but I even think that even space exploration will play an integral role for the demand for lithium. So I think, while short, obviously, you know, we love the short term. It looks like medium term, long term, and ultra long term, it's quite positive, I would say, for the lithium space. So I think it'll remain very attractive for many years to come, in my opinion.
When it comes to the actual market itself, and let's talk about demand here, where do we see the highest demand? You mentioned a couple of areas there where, we could see an explosion, really, as far as demand is concerned. But right now, where is the highest demand coming from?
It's definitely the gigafactories, Brendan. You know, these are what everyone's talking about. But again, you know, lithium's used for so many things: laptops, phones, tablets. I was even talking to Philip Thomas. You know, it's amazing that lithium is even used for those, maybe a shock to most people, even in medicine. It's actually used to treat certain mental health disorders. So it's quite fascinating that it's such a vital component to society and the world. And so
when it comes. Exactly. When it comes to the Argentina properties, tell us how things are going. Where is the project at this point, and how do we see progress coming over the next little while here?
For sure. Well, we have our Incahuasi Salar. We got Positos 1 and Positos 2 in Argentina. We're drilling on all of them. So we're waiting results right now from Australia. So all our shareholders and everyone around us are patiently awaiting and quite excited, actually. We've raised $2.5 million recently, and we also have 2 projects here in BC, our Silver Basin and Kaslo projects. So, it's a good hedge. Always good to have good assets on the books as well, besides lithium. but obviously lithium is our flagship, and we have work programs as well for those. But again, as I mentioned, our key focus is our Argentinian projects, and we hope to have a pilot plant in place in the next 6 months. And our goal is to be in full production in 2.5 years' time. There's a lot of wonderful companies actually in the area as well. We have Ganfeng and Orocobre, so I believe we're in the right place, and we shall see, Brendan, what happens.
Nader Vatanchi, CEO of Spey Resources, joining us, guys. You can find it as SPEY if you're looking for the ticker on the CSE here in Canada. A pleasure, sir. We look forward to an update in the future.
Thank you, Brendan. Hope to be on your show again soon.
Have a great day. There we go, guys. A look at the lithium market. Spey Resources focused on that market, guys.